You know what the hardest part about photography is? It's leaving your house with a camera in tow. Once you've got your camera, the rest is pretty easy. Hi, I'm Michael Tremboli, and welcome back to my channel. So, what do I mean when I say that's the hardest part of photography? Well, I believe that intention is the most important aspect of any photographic project. Whether it's a long-term project that you have, or if you're just going out randomly one day just to see what you can find with your camera. You have to have meaning and purpose behind what you're trying to do. So, for example, on May 23rd, I took my camera with me to Yankee Stadium to see the Yankees play Seattle Mariners. Part of the reason I went was because the Yankees have been playing so well and I wanted to see them again this season. But part of the reason was because I've been gaining a lot of confidence in my baseball photography. You know, baseball is my favorite sport, and I just love to take photographs of it. Unfortunately, my variable ND filter had broken before I went to the game. So I was basically forced to use the available light and the settings on my camera. If I wanted to do long exposure photography, I had to set my aperture at insane numbers like f32 or f45, which was not ideal. But again, it goes back to intention. That's what I tried to do, and I think the photographs I took that were long exposure came out all right. At the same time, though, I think I just kind of leaned into the fact that I couldn't really do long exposure, and so I just tried to do action photography whenever and wherever I could. This photograph I took of a stolen base attempt late in the game is kind of symbolic of that. I think it's very, I had a feeling the runner at first base was going to steal second. So I made sure to get my telephoto lens on the camera, set my shutter speed to something fast. I believe it was 1/800th of a second. And I managed to get a really sharp, crisp image of the runner sliding into second. And I think when you shoot sports in general, you have to have that sort of preternatural ability to sense what the action is going to happen. Depending on the sport, of course, but in baseball, you can kind of get a sense where and when the action is going to happen, and you just have to be ready for it. Another way I think I've been utilizing intention in my photography is using film cameras. Now I have my Canon AE1, which is my go-to film camera, but I've also been using a friend's 120 camera, a Mamiya C330. I thought about buying it from him. Unfortunately, it wasn't in the cards, but I got to use it for a few months, and it really kind of opened my eyes to what film photography, in particular medium format film photography, is capable of. I've talked about it on this channel before, but film photography really slows you down. Of course, you only have so many exposures to work with, plus the cost of developing and scanning the film if you don't scan it yourself. That cost makes it pretty important that you do as well with as many exposures as possible. I think you can afford to have a low batting average with digital photography because it essentially costs nothing to take a digital photograph once you buy the camera. But with film photography, if you're only getting 1 out of every 10 photos, 36 exposure roll, that's only 3 or 4 photos. That's not really cutting it. And it's not really worth the price of developing it. With medium format, the margin for error is even less. It really forces you to think about what you want to shoot and to be maybe not certain, but be reasonably sure. During the month of May, my camera club did a photo walk in Midtown Manhattan. That was actually a photography bingo photo walk. And what was good about it was when you knew what prompts that were going to be on the bingo card, it kind of forced you to look for those things a little more closely. Unfortunately, I didn't get bingo on my card. I came really close, but no cigar a few times. So with all that said, I'm going to step aside and show you my favorite photographs from the month of May 2024. And as I say in all these videos, if you're enjoying them, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and please enjoy.
Four feet on the stripes in the Alabama highway, out there in the open, just a wishing and a hoping. I could smell the pines when I let you in the doorway. Took the seat next to mine like you've been there before. I'm befriended in an illusion. I could never stand to lose you. I get by when you're at my side. I'm befriended in an illusion. At the end of my bed, in the palm tree lightning, it was nothing you did, I just felt my low lightning. Now we talk all the time, it's a little one-sided, always one step ahead, and I'm running behind you.